Today we are going out to the pageant grounds from town, and we are heading out on the main road in and out of the town, 14, which is of course the Laura Ingalls Wilder Memorial Highway. And here on the right is the campgrounds for campers. On the left is the Silver Lake Prairie Vista. And on straight ahead up here is the road to turn on. And it will say the pageant, the memorial site, and the Ingalls Homestead. And this is called Homestead Road. It is gravel, and judging by what it was last night, I think it's washboarded. Though a little less than last night, the rain must have helped. A washboard means that it has, well, there you can see a little bit the prints in there that kind of look like a washboard. It has to do with the way the person grading it does it. I'm going to turn left here onto Rose Lane where it says pageant entrance, and if it is busy you may have to wait in line here. Now last night I didn't, but that doesn't mean that you won't. Let me just get up here. To the right out here, you can see those are the memorial sites trees and buildings of the Ingalls Homestead. And we're going to come over here, and you're going to we're going to have to pay, and they will give us a newspaper and a ticket for their wagon rides and a survey that they have you do. Hello.
This one?
Yes.
All right, be 15. All right. Just stay in line. They'll ask you where you're from and then show you where to park.
Okay.
All right, enjoy.
We normally have two teams going that do the same thing to move the crowd along. Hi. Iowa.
Iowa. Just one?
All by yourself?
Yep. My mom flaked out on me.
Oh, that's nice.
Brought an extra chair all the way from Iowa, and she flakes on me.
We're supposed to do that.
Well,
But
there's
that
a
ticket,
survey.
he didn't tell you that.
It's their wagon ride.
Yes.
And there's a survey you can fill out.
And if you do, then it goes in the, if you put it
Where
in
the
box
big
by the
sign
side-
is, it says survey.
Yeah.
I've been here
Yeah.
before.
Oh, you bet you. Oh, then you need a program there.
Thank you.
You've got our host reel. No, it's and I think there's more food available this year though. They got a food truck up there. They've got concessions. They've got a gift shop. They got. It's the 50th year, you know.
If you want to pay with a credit card, you should pre-buy your tickets at the Ingalls Homestead. If you are paying at the gate, you usually, at least at this time, have to pay cash. All right, you can see the cars coming in from the gate around that metal building. They have people doing crowd control, pointing and waving the way. There's really only one way though. You come and you pull in two lines. One pulls in and then one pulls in behind you. Looks like they might have a full crowd tonight. Along the way you'll find there is all of this farm equipment. It was part of a local man's antique ag machinery collection, and the pageant has it here There's sadly no interpretation, and it's stored outside, but it's a really nice collection. If you come to the pageant, it's something to see and do. Now, you know, one of my favorite questions I always try and answer is, where are the bathrooms? And here at the Smet Pageant, they are right between the area where everybody else is and the cars. Now, there are paintings that were done one year. It's Ma on one side, Pa on the other, and there are 3 porta potties. It's got this lovely painting. And it is by Irene Cooling in 1991. Now, one of the things they give you at the gate is this green ticket. Now, that gets you a ride on the horse-drawn wagon. Now, personally, I recommend you ride in the wagon on Ingalls Homestead, where there are seats to sit down. And they have such a nice system here for loading that I'm going to take time to show it to you because it is awesome. Yeah. All right. And the next person coming up is Tim Sullivan, so that'll be good. Now, what they do is each team comes up and then they close this gate. So since teams know what a gate is, they don't try and go forward anymore. Then they have a set of steps on either side and they push them up against the wagon. And they load on one side, this close side, and unload on the other. It's just the slickest system I have ever seen for people movers. And I just love it. And let's see if we can get Tim to say hi quick.
Hello.
So, the driver's name is Jim, and this is Barnum, and this one is Skip. It's Skip and Barnum. And I actually work out to the homesteads. I know their personalities: calm and cautious, spunky and crazy. They got 2 different personalities.
Well, that's pretty cool. Did you want to say your name?
Haley Lee.
All right.
And you can follow me on Instagram at tailmaster_official.
The Ingalls Homestead is right over there. The memorial about cottonwoods and the memorial stone, which is lit up very nicely right now.
Very likely representing north, south, east, and west in the United States of America. And ladies and gentlemen, I am in awe every time that I get the privilege of announcing and welcoming our guests from all over the country. I am amazed, really, and I am in awe. And it has taught me something. It has taught me to have the same respect and adoration of this most famous author that you have. You know, I often refer to this as sacred grounds. Sacred grounds in the idea that, look at that beautiful sun. And you know how Laura talked about it in her books, right? And it's right here. Look at behind us, the big cottonwoods. These are the cottonwoods that Pa talks about in his books. And ladies and gentlemen, you are actually tracing the footsteps of these very pioneering families, the Ingalls and the Wilder families. They walked these very soil that you are walking on today. And it strikes me as something that I don't necessarily appreciate to the level that I should. But from now on, you have taught me that. And so, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, as I call your state, would you let me know if you're here? Now, I want to hear it too. Remember. You know what? Before that, I almost forgot something. One of my favorite things. Oh, you know, during the program tonight, we have a bit of a teaching moment. In fact, the whole thing is a bit of a teaching moment. But at some time during the night, you will feel the need to applaud. Okay? And I'm going to practice.
They don't always do it here, though a number of events always do a Laura, Manley, and Nellie contest. Sometimes there are different characters too. And let's pull out here so you can see there's a bunch of people and more people coming. The sound lighting box is over there. And it's wise to bring chairs, but they do have boards on bales and a few now benches with backs in the back. I should explain that the terrible noise you hear in a lot of this video is actually the generator for the food truck. Normally, it doesn't make that noise.
Is there anybody here from Arizona? Arizona, where are you? Right here? Right here? There you are. Welcome. Arkansas. Where's Arkansas, folks? Where's our neighbors from Arkansas? You're here. I know you're here. Arkansas is here. Where's California? Oh, yeah, I know there's California. Let me know now. Come on, let me hear you. Florida. Where's Florida? That's what I'm talking about. Thanks for coming all the way from Florida. Where is our Idaho guest tonight? Idaho. Way to go. Illinois. There's our Illinois folks. Indiana. Where's our friends from Indiana? There you are. Thank you for coming. Iowa.
Yay!
There's our Iowa family.
As part of the preview show, they call out all the states that people signed in with at the front gate. Now, everybody has to yell really loud for Iowa. And if you want, you can yell for your own state too.
We bring them up as in character groups. I think we should bring them all up together.
Let's have a look here. Here are our Almanzos and our Nellies and our Warners.
Sometimes they'll even do special things like these long winter snow cones. This year they're having something a little different. They've got a food wagon here too. And they have extra events because this year they have Dean Butler and Allison Ongram. The Whatnot Shop is where they sell souvenirs. I think it's good to let people know that there are different things available. I love the tablet. I've used that before, and there's the colored book. And they really have some very cute shirts in here this year. I like that Wilder on the Prairie and some Prairie Girl things.
Colors. I like this color. Oh, I like this one.
And usually they have a few hand-done things or near hand-done things.
Somebody's embroidered.
Now the bonnets here are $14.99, apron and bonnets $24.99, doll bonnets $4.99, and these are handmade, including a handmade label.
While they're on the plane press, yeah.
All right, they have lots of stuff. One of the things they do is they have free face painting. You can turn in your surveys, which asks things like, how'd you find out about the pageant? Did you like it? Etc., etc. And they also this year are giving out this lovely quilt based on Linda Halpin's collection. And this square in the middle is the doves in the window. Another activity is the photo board. They have a painting of the Ingalls family, and your family can stick your head through the holes into the faces and get a great picture of you as the Ingalls family. The stage for the play is set up as little small houses. These buildings will open up in order to form their stages, and it really makes you feel like you're eavesdropping on the Ingalls family. Now, there's often an interactive part of the performance, and these kids played during the school scene. The play has been going on since 1971 and is done completely with the cast of volunteers. And one part is the old Laura, who sits on the top of the building and tells the story as the narrator. She often interacts with the scenes that are going on below. They also have animals in their plays sometimes and do more authentic things like have a race. The scenes really make you feel like you are just eavesdropping on the Ingalls family, and they're really a very nice show. Every year they have a different play, unlike Walnut Grove and Mansfield that does the same play every year. So you'll see the sets change depending on which program they're putting on. Currently, they run through the book Smet and Smet, one each year. After the pageant is over, there is a chance for the audience to come up to the front and look over the stages more closely and to ask the actors for their signatures. I strongly recommend this because the way to make a friend for life is to ask an amateur actor for their autograph. One more bonus thing, I want to point out this pump organ. You can see it is decorated out with photos of the actual Ingalls family and also some of the actors. So it's well worth walking around the set and seeing what they have set up this year. You enjoyed my trip today to the Smet Pageant and that you'll now feel confident enough to visit yourself. It's well worth the trip. Remember, brighten the corner where you are, and I hope that we'll see you soon in Smet.